Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Transpicuous News with the rooster already going in the background. Yeah, it's fun here. What can I tell you? It is July 14th. We're going to do a little report on governments and elections. Or maybe not elections? Oh, because shit is just getting so transparent right now. Oh, but we're going to talk about democracy in just a second. First of all, I have to show you this one. This came across my news first thing this morning. Apparently, there was a big, huge power outage in the New York City subway. Just happened to fall on the anniversary of the 1977 power blackout in New York City. Now, I don't know. Considering some of the shit that's gone on in the last year in subway systems in the States, I just find it a little bit interesting, maybe convenient, that this major power outage on the subway system for no explained reason just happened to happen on the anniversary of the 1977 New York blackout. Just saying. But here we go. We're going to talk. First of all, we have to do this. I'm sorry. I apologize in advance because I know there's a lot of Americans right now with some seriously shattered delusions, right? We talked about Hillary Clinton and the FBI report, which completely exonerated Hillary Clinton of being held accountable for her many crimes, even though they found that she was guilty on all counts. But she was exonerated. And the next blow to Americans came when Bernie Sanders, is now endorsing Hillary Clinton, hoping to unify the Democrats. Because it's not like I haven't been talking that this was going to happen months ago. I told you guys, Bernie Sanders, distraction. Only a distraction. He was there only to unify people under the Democratic umbrella. If Bernie Sanders was actually serious about running for president, he would have run as an independent because he was told Hillary's getting the nomination. Why do you think she was just exonerated by the FBI? So yeah, to all you Bernie supporters out there, my heart goes out to you, but I did try to warn you, along with several other people, that it wasn't going to happen. And that once he gathered up all those American people on his side, he would turn around and endorse Hillary Clinton, which he just did. Sorry. Yeah, we're not even going to get into the whole Hillary thing today because seriously, I'm already feeling slightly nauseous this morning. Now, move across the pond. England, the United Kingdom, they have a new prime minister. Yes, they do. Theresa May is now the new prime minister of the United Kingdom. Was she voted to be put in that place? No, she was not. She was assigned that job by the Queen of England. Right. So I just want to put a little side note here to all those people who keep trying to say, oh, yes, well, the monarchy's just a figurehead. They don't actually have any power. Congratulations. You've just been assigned your new government by the Queen. Have fun with that. Oh, and what's really good is one of the first things Theresa May says that she's going to do in her role as prime minister. Are you ready for this? She is going to go after those tax dodgers. That's right. We're going to go after those corporations who are dodging taxes. Except that her husband is a senior executive at one of the biggest investment funds in the world worth $1.4 trillion. And guess who they represent? Let's see. Let's go down. Here we go. I got to read you this story because my computer's being really glitchy this morning. Here you go. Okay. Her husband, Philip, works as a senior executive in one of the world's largest and most powerful financial institutions, controlling $1.4 trillion in assets. Its portfolio includes $20 billion worth of shares in Amazon and Starbucks, both of whom were cited by the new prime minister in her designated pledge to crack down on tax avoidance yesterday. So do we take her seriously? No, we do not. But it is humorous. Now, next, you're going to love this. She appoints Boris Johnson as the new United Kingdom Foreign Secretary. Boris Johnson, former mayor of the City of London. If you want interesting, this is going to get real interesting. Really, really interesting. But it's just election season right now. I mean, watching the elections play out has been hysterical. So just to give you a little interesting little bit, let's talk about, Australia. That's right. Australia had an election, federal election. That was 12 days ago. They still don't know who won. No, they don't. It's true. Apparently, Malcolm Turnbull is claiming victory, but they haven't finished counting the votes yet. Because in Australia, it takes 12 days to figure out who won an election. I shit you not. Now, even better is in a rare, oh so rare, consensus, Australian members of parliament are calling out for e-voting as the poll count just drags on and on and on. That's right. Apparently, I don't know. I guess they need to go to the e-voting. Would this be a sign that there's been some gross fraud and negligence in the polling stations around Australia? No, it could never happen. And of course, we all know that e-voting is so safe. I mean, it's not like anyone can tamper with e-voting, right? Because it's not like we saw that happen in the last American election. And all over the place. All over the world. Yeah, no, it never happens. Couldn't happen. And just in case you think it's just English-speaking countries that have got the most fucked up fucking electoral situations going on, no. Fear not. It's not just you guys or us guys. No, do you know that Austria had an election last month? And this just came out yesterday. The Austrian court has ordered a new election. Why? Because the standing Austrian government, after the election last month, decided they didn't like the outcome of the election. So they forced the courts to rule that they could have a new election. I shit you not. I cannot make this up. I can't. Now, not just Austria. We have, Spain. Yes. Spain also had elections last month. Also cannot form a parliament. They can't. No, they've been trying. I don't even know if they have they have an acting prime minister. They don't have a prime minister yet because it's taken too much for them to figure out what the fuck they're doing. Again, because, this isn't the first one. We had the same thing happen in Portugal in 2015, in December of 2015, when the majority leader, the standing president, or prime minister, of Portugal, when the opposition took so many seats they couldn't form a coalition government, the prime minister in Portugal said, well, I'm not going to let you sit here and have your government anyways. That's right. I'm going to be prime minister. Dictator. Prime minister. All over the fucking world. We keep asking for transparency, and I'm telling you, the transparency is rolling out so fast and furious right now. This is the kind of shit that we watched with our noses in the air 10, 15 years ago. It was like, that happened in Latin America, those elections that were also fraudulent, in Africa, African elections. So look at what's happening over there. No, now it's happening right here. Or, it's always been happening, but now it's being laid bare for the entire planet to fucking see. It's hysterical. Now, but financial news? The last 2 days? Here we go. This is awesome. Europe has decided, the EU has decided to put sanctions against Spain and Portugal because of their deficit, because they haven't done enough austerity against their people. So they're going to put sanctions against them because that always helps. Yeah, it always helps. Put more sanctions so that they can't make money to pay off their loans that they've already got, where their GDP has fallen through the floor. Yeah, so we'll sanction them. Yeah. Something is afoot in the EU. yes, something just might be afoot in the EU. And the banks are continuing to collapse. And, they're still blaming Brexit for it, for collapsing European bankrupt banks that have been bankrupt for well over a year. But it's all Brexit's fault. It is. No, seriously. One of the other little pieces that came up, and unfortunately, apparently I've lost the link, Citibank is just taking control of $1.1 billion worth of Venezuela's gold. And they basically threatened that they're now going to shut down Venezuela's, the bank, Central Bank of Venezuela's accounts, which means that they're basically going to hold that gold. Oh, Citibank, are we having a little problem making our asset sheets balance again? Because we know you have continuous problems, with that creative accounting shit, that to try and make it look like you actually have enough capital and assets on hand to cover your sheet. Oh, so you have to steal Venezuela's gold? Oh, because, it's not like the American government hasn't been trying to take down the Venezuelan government for like a decade now. No. Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see. So that's it. That's our little report. Everything you needed to know about democracy in the world. And for those of you who are still under the misguided delusion that democracy actually exists, I hope you're having a little wake-up call. Particularly those of you in America. Wake up. Wake up. You're caught in a nightmare right now. And if you think you're going to vote your way out of it, sorry. Good luck with that. It ain't going to happen. But that's it. I will be back again very soon. I have lots more to say on several topics, and if I could just find the time of day to be able to actually get these new shows done, they'd be coming more often. But I'm working on it. I promise. Have a great day, guys. See you soon. Bye.